For most of us, we think of learning as school, tests, worksheets, sitting still all day. But one thing homeschooling has taught us is learning doesn't have to be like that. So today, I'm going to show you how to learn in homeschool without being like school. U.S. public schools were designed in the 1800s with two goals in mind: educational equality and meeting the societal needs of the time. So while those who created the U.S. public school system did not say, we need more factory workers, the reality is they were influenced by the jobs that adults had at the time, which were factory jobs. They needed workers who could work in factories, be just smart enough to do what the businesses needed them to do, but also be able to sit still, be able to be on time, and be able to meet the needs of the factory. Some of the top schools in the world look at education differently. For instance, Finland focuses on creativity and critical thinking. Japan balances education with morals and harmony. Singapore focuses on strong science and math skills and support for teachers. These countries focus on making sure that their learners are curious and adaptive and not just focused on obedience, timeliness, and being able to sit still. When families are first starting out in the U.S. and homeschooling their kids, they tend to focus on what school is like. They try to recreate it because it's what we know. I did too. But the reality is, the real learning for our students comes in everyday activities, in variety, in culture, in learning out in our communities. Local festivals and walks through the park can turn into culture lessons with anything from native types of dance and song to things like festivals for different cultures within the area, like the Holy Festival seen here, or going to visit local farms can teach you about science. Going to local places can show you everything from marine life to geography to even how certain types of places raise animals. There are so many things to learn in our communities that really help our children adapt to life as a whole. With the exception of math, most ages can be taught similar curriculum with adaptations for their grade levels, increasing complexity for the older students. We can also make our curriculum follow the interests of our own children, making them more interested in learning altogether and not just learning to a test. The greatest thing about homeschool is it allows us to teach our children what they need in the workforce 15 to 20 years from now, not just the skills that they needed in the 1800s. Skills like critical thinking and problem solving, computer literacy and digital safety, creativity and innovation, social and emotional skills and emotional intelligence, and adaptability and lifelong learning will help our children in the digital age to become the most creative and whole people that they can and be successful. Learning doesn't have to look like school. The industrial era shaped public schools, but we have the ability to be more flexible, curious, and adaptable with our own learning. We can rethink learning and step away from those traditional models, making something whole and full for our family and our children. If you have any other tips to add, please add them below. Otherwise, please like and subscribe for more weekly videos.